can't deal with your shit right now.
We got an hour of this.
I hate puppies.
Change that part to Ray. I hate
Good
Ray.
podcast.
I feel threatened. That's your personal
That's
calendar?
my personal calendar.
It's gross, dude.
Color code and everything.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Every day.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast you should be listening to if you're trying to solve first world problems. I flipped it up a little bit there. And helping you hopefully figure out what kind of beer you should be drinking this weekend and how to color code your calendar because your kids have too much shit going
Exciting.
on. That is super exciting, Troy.
Hey, happy birthday to one of our best listeners, Troy/Joy.
Well, it's Joy.
Joy/Troy.
Yes. But yeah, shout out. Happy birthday.
Unfortunately, Dave's not with us. No longer with us
No longer with us tonight.
tonight.
You know, we got to be careful about how we word that. People get nervous. Nick's going to send more balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not here tonight.
Tonight.
He sent.
But he's your favorite.
favorite third Mike.
He's your favorite.
He is now.
I know, right?
He was the first one
He
to
was the first
respond
one.
with my code word.
Ray caught up.
Yeah, Ray is caught up now.
I was just a week behind.
Yeah. Oh no, you're on the list.
That's great.
That's good news.
And 2 weeks in a row, though, here.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You're creeping up that list.
Creeping up.
Don't worry. Look, I'm not super loyal to these third mics.
Okay.
I'll move you into the P1 spot very quickly.
We didn't even reach out to Stu this week.
He hasn't. I'm done. He didn't
Yeah.
even know the code word.
No.
I'm only reaching out to code word people.
Exactly.
I want to know that they're putting in the same time I'm putting in.
You think all the traveling he does, he'd have time to listen to a podcast or two?
Nah, he can't stop listening to his. He loves listening to his woman.
I bet he.
Oh, my God.
I was going to say, I bet he listens to every one he's on multiple times.
No way.
Come on, dude. You don't think he listens to the episodes he's on, spitting out the hot topics,
No.
the funny? You don't think he listens to his own voice? Do you not know
you
the
think?
man?
I don't know. You think it helps him to cry to sleep?
That's what his girlfriend's for. Fiance.
Fiance.
Yes, official.
Official.
Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Happy
Engagement.
engagement to Stu.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Joy. We're celebrating.
There's just
Lots to celebrate here.
lots of
We are
engagement.
celebrating. And
Am I going to get to go on more bachelor parties?
we have a fighting chance at one in the Abacus, and I'm pretty excited about
Yeah.
that. Fighting chance. I don't know that we'll make the cut, but I mean, fighting chance. To get on a bachelor party is a little easier, you know? Like I tend to throw that out in like a group text. I'll be like,
Yeah.
half of you will be getting an invite, but all of you are invited to come party with me.
Will we be able to hang with the Abacus? Like, I'm assuming. I mean, we're older than he is. Like, he's not gonna want us around.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying we'll get the invite, but
Yeah.
we might.
We might.
When was the last time you guys have been on a bachelor party? I was on one year and a half ago.
5.5 years ago.
Was that just a weird flex? Is that what just happened there?
No,
Because he
no,
didn't even
I-
wait for an answer. That's how you know
Yeah.
a motherfucker did
Well, it was
not
just-
care what we said.
No, I do care because it's fucking expensive.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
yeah.
like when I can understand when you're 21 or 22, it's something cheap and you do whatever. But when you're at our age, going to a bachelor party, it is balls to the wall.
Are you having one? You're engaged.
Yeah, I am engaged. I don't think so.
Yeah. It's tough.
Guess
when
we
it's-
didn't make
You
the
didn't
cut
make the-
on that one.
I'm having one, but you're not invited.
Yeah, no,
Did you hear that?
That's all I heard. That's all I heard when he went and realized this took an awkward turn. He goes, "I'm probably not gonna." have
Don't even bring it up anymore.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
That's all
On a
right.
totally unrelated note, I'm not going to be able to be on next week.
Yeah. Totally unrelated. No, I'll be in Fiji on these following days. Or
Yeah, because bachelor parties are expensive. I mean, just Fiji's expensive.
Fiji's expensive. Yeah. No, so Brendan, when was the last time you were on a bachelor party?
Probably like 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
And where'd you go? What'd you do?
Was the last one? No, the last one couldn't have been Folly.
that was long. That was 10 years ago.
And that one got a lot cheaper after the first night. Long story. No, there's been a couple more since I can't remember where they're from. You know
Dang.
where the last one was Ocean City, Maryland.
Ooh.
Yes, that was one of the last ones.
Yeah.
I was on. That might have been. Was that less than 5 years ago?
Yeah.
So that might have been the last one. I was
And
on.
that was probably the last one. And it was
Wasn't expensive.
It's because I was in charge.
Yeah.
Strippers? Were there strippers involved?
No, saw boobs,
It's all boobs.
but no strippers.
The past few I've been on haven't involved.
You ever been to
strippers.
Secrets in Ocean City?
Oh yes.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't help but
can't
see a
help
boob.
see
No,
a
like
boob,
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, nipple at 3:00.
Correct.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a boob, but I was by the extent of it.
Mm-hmm.
There was a girl in the room next door who was clearly on drugs, and I think anyone could have seen anything they wanted from her. The way she kept poking her head around the balcony. You guys partying?
Yeah, what you guys doing over there?
We're like, nah, we're good. You got track marks on your arm.
We were not partying like she wanted to party.
No. And some of us might not have made it out of that trip if we decided to
Yeah.
party like she wanted to party. No, she was a problem.
You guys went together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Brendan and I.
Just you guys. Yeah.
Our boy was getting married, so we went down to Secrets and partied it up. You know?
No, there was a crew. That was like 12, 15 people in that. Like we had multiple places to stay. Like it was fun.
Yeah, that was a good one
Yeah.
because I was in charge.
You were.
Boom. That's how it's
Brendan
done.
knows how to set it up.
All right.
I can put together a party.
Well,
One of the
nothing
last,
is-
where'd you go? Where was yours?
So we played golf like we had 3 rounds of golf and
At
just,
like dope places?
Yeah.
Like not dog tracks?
right. I mean, one of the places we went was like 450 a round
Was it local or was it somewhere?
in Charlottesville, Lynchburg, Roanoke area.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna have a bachelor party?
I don't think so. I don't.
Can we just like pick a night on?
Yeah, I mean, we could pick a night. If you guys just want to drink,
Just do something local.
yeah,
I mean, that'd be fun.
I'd be down for that.
That would suck. Like, I'm not a big golfer, but man, to spend that kind of money
on
just
one
to play,
round, on one round,
yeah,
and I'm
just
not a
to
golfer.
play like, I mean, I'm sure they're great courses, but it's like, yeah, if I were at Pebble Beach or if I was in Hawaii and I'm playing some cool but I'm in the mountains of near Charlottesville, like,
Right. Well, supposedly this course, it was called Primlin. I don't know if anybody's ever played Primlin. It
Sounds
is
fancy.
beautiful up in this giant estate or whatever, and supposed to be pretty prestigious. It was a great course. I'm terrible at golf. You know, if I shoot 105, I am happy.
Yeah.
You know.
Gosh, that would be the best round of golf I ever played. I averaged like 120, and
yeah.
that's with picking up at double par.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Wow.
bad.
I mean,
I'm atrocious.
if you're not decent at golf, that's paying for golf is such a hurtful experience.
Right, but
It's okay
half
if
of the
with
guys,
boys.
half of the guys that went were golfers.
Yeah, which
You know, and
makes
the
it
other
worse.
half weren't. And I bet it was $3,000 a piece for a
Oh,
weekend.
what
God.
the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
This
I mean that's how it. With
Gonna
the food,
fuck your generational wealth plan up.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah, no shit.
I saw a bachelor party last weekend, maybe 2 weekends ago, downtown, and the guys all
Downtown Richmond.
yeah,
Nice.
and the guys all dressed up like old ladies.
Oh,
Interesting.
It was brilliant,
Was it?
dude. So they were mobbed everywhere they went. Let
Yeah.
me get pictures with you. Let me do this. Women coming over.
Buying drinks.
It was way better than having a puppy. Like everybody wanted to be around them. So
Interesting.
It worked.
that's actually
like
a good idea.
Yeah, they were literally in all old lady dresses and wigs, and just getting shit faced and rolling down the streets, hopping in bars like hello, like women were flocking to
Sounded
them.
like
People
it sounded
were
like the
coming
Seinfeld belly button.
over. Hello. Yeah, no, it was brilliant. I had never seen that. I was like, that is so well played. They were all in heels trying to like figure it out. It was hilarious.
Yeah, normally people like to, like, if you're gonna be silly, you still want to look good while you're being silly.
No,
Like,
they went
right.
over the top.
yeah,
They just went with like stupid hats, wigs, old lady dresses. It was great.
I could be down for that.
Like it was
I'd do that if a group was doing it.
it looked fun. There must have been 8 of them.
Were they young?
They were young, but not young enough
Like
to make it
30s, like
Yeah, 30s.
I wouldn't have done that in my 20s because I would
I
have
don't
been
think
like,
so.
I'm still too cool. You know, I'm not gonna be a joke out here.
No, they just leaned into it. They were
Yeah.
like,
If you're going to do something like that, you have to lean into it.
yeah, they were like, this is how we're doing it. So
Yeah, full
obviously,
commit.
the guy was like, look, my wife doesn't want us getting laid, so let's all dress up as old ladies. And way wrong.
Well.
Like, women loved them. They thought they were great. Everyone wanted a
How
picture.
crazy do you think bachelor parties were like for our grandparents? Because like, it sounds like we get like our generation gets after it more, but like it sounds like they were just like it was just a known fact.
No, you got laid.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were gonna go out and you were gonna have sex at
gonna-
least one time.
You're going to get a whore.
Yeah,
Your boys are going to buy you a whore. You're going to get shit-faced and bang a whore and be like, great bachelor party. Thanks, guys. And get thrown on the porch.
and it was like accepted.
Yeah, because you're not married yet.
Correct.
Don't you understand?
Those poor women, just knowing that, like,
Bachelorette parties, code for Tupperware party. You stay your ass at home. You can get yourself some containers that are airtight.
yeah,
But now a bachelorette party is wide open. I'd say that a bachelorette party is more wide open now than a bachelor party.
that's probably true.
100%.
Yeah.
Because they have years of generations of catching
Catching
up
up.
to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because this was how we did it.
Right.
Yeah.
This is how we did it. This is what's up. Your grandfather banged someone the night before he settled down with your grandmother.
Yeah, and they go out and they just attract, all the attention.
Yeah.
because they're loud and cackling and
Penis straws,
Oh, yeah.
bride to be, and
yeah.
then all the other ones are wearing their shirt like, it's the last dick she sucks night. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? No, it's insane.
Yeah, we saw a few in the daytime, like before noon, wandering around Charleston, like all white sashes, white dresses, club outfit, but it's brunch time, like
Getting
it's
after
like,
it.
What in the hell, man?
How was Charleston, man? You just went down there, right?
Yeah, it was a good time. We went down for a baseball tournament, which the baseball facility was amazing, called Shipyard Park. It's like built and designed perfectly. It's surrounded by water. It's really cool. We played okay. We lost 2. We won 1. The 2 teams we lost to ended up in the championship. So kind of fitting that's how it worked out. We caught a bad draw.
I love that mentality. As a Chicago sports fan,
Yeah.
that is, I live and die by that.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we lost to them, the champs,
right,
by proxy, number 2.
right.
We don't want to lose to the teams that suck. Like that's what really hurts. Like when you're
Yeah.
a Chicago Bears fan and like you're playing, the Packers who you hate to lose to no matter what, but like if they're gonna if
They win
have-
it all.
yeah, then you're
That's
like,
all right.
okay, but like
Yeah.
if
Which
you're
only
if you're
happens
playing
once
the
a
Cardinals and they're garbage, you should be like,
Oh,
we should have won that one.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
No, it's the worst. No, you want to lose to the champ. So I understand your logic.
So, but I'm glad you asked about Charleston because I had something happen down there that is new to me. And being that you have children, Brendan, that are my kids' age,
Yeah.
and Ray's been through it, I got to get some dad input on this. I've asked a few dads.
All right,
Okay,
all
here we
right.
go.
I need some input. So
Put on my dad hat.
yeah, so we go down there Friday. We drive down. You'll appreciate this. Get up early Friday morning. Hit the road at did we hit the road at 8? Hit the road at 8? No, we hit the road at 7. Had to drive opposite direction and drop the dog off. Then we jump on the road. We hit 95. We're going south. We get to Petersburg and we go, oh man, we left the paperwork. Had to double back home to get the paperwork. So we added an hour to the 6-hour drive to Charleston.
Good. That's the
Yeah.
best way to start a trip. Gets everybody's
Yeah,
spirits up.
Yeah,
Start the mixtape over.
So a few minutes after 8, we pulled back into our driveway. We haven't gone anywhere. We've been in the car for an hour and haven't gone anywhere.
Nice. Gas up and hit the road.
Yeah, felt good. So we go down there. We get down there like 3 o'clock. We're playing that night. We play that night. We get up. We're playing all day Saturday. A lot of weather delays. A lot of stuff. It's all baseball. And my whole family was down there. The 4 of us. Got up Sunday morning. More baseball. Well, we lose. It's elimination day on Sunday. So then I'm like, sweet, cool. We're free. We're staying till Monday, so we're free now. Like
That's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Charleston's
a great city.
Charleston's one of my greatest cities that I've been to that I love. My family's never been. I'm like, we're going out. We're going to do some cool shit.
We can eat.
Yeah, we're going to go see some beautiful sights. We're going to have fun. So we're like trying to go places. Well, the team's like, we're going to the beach. And I was like, dude, why are we going to the beach? I'm like looking up all the beaches around us, and it's like 45 minutes, an hour to go 4 miles. No, Folly was over an hour away.
Oh, because of the traffic?
It was Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
So
The traffic was
it's like-
only one way in,
One
one
way
way
in,
out.
one
All the
way out.
beaches were just a few miles away in an hour, and like it's just red lines to get there. I'm like, why are we going to a beach? Like, we can go to a beach in Virginia. Like, what are we doing? And like, so I'm excited to like do some cool stuff with my family. Well, my son, my 14-year-old's like, well, Dad, I want to go to the beach with my friends. I was like, all right, go to the beach with your friends. We go do that. So the other three, we go around and we eat and we explore Charleston. We have a good time. But I was like kind of upset. Then we had plans Sunday night to go, after they got back from the beach, we're going to go back downtown and do like a walk and ghost tour.
Those are cool.
So then like some of the parents are like, well, we're going to go to this pizza joint, this Detroit pizza joint. I'm like,
When in Charleston,
I'm like, so I'm
you
like,
got to get Detroit pizza.
I'm like, so we do that. And I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, we're eating pizza. We could do this in Virginia. Like, what are we doing here? Like, we're in one of the greatest cities in the world. Like, what are we doing? So basically the whole point of the story was I was upset, dude. Like, I was really hurt and like bummed out because
your boy's
like,
growing up.
It's getting to that age where it's like, hey man, like I want to hang out with my kids and because as you guys know,
You're big on that, though.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't have any hobbies. Like, I have nothing.
Your kids are your hobbies.
I take my kids to do whatever they want to do.
And you do a
So-
podcast.
Yeah, and then one night a week after they go to bed, I do a podcast. But I'm like,
They're not in bed, by the way.
oh, well, yeah, they're asleep. Well, they're not asleep. They're in bed. They're in bed. My kids go to bed early.
I'm not. Just let it go. Right? Ray's dying over there. He's like,
I'm guess I'm missing the joke.
he's just teenage kids sneak out, go party, hang out with their
Right.
friends,
They're not
and
bad.
it
They're
actually
12 and
lends-
14.
The 14-year-old's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's sneaking out.
Not yet. But
Come on.
All right.
what
Listen.
age? What age did you first like sneak out of your house?
Never.
You never snuck out of your house?
No.
Oh man, I'm a piece of shit. I was sneaking out all the time.
Now,
Not at
it's
14.
Not
Not at
necessarily he's going to
14.
be sneaking out, but he's going to be staying up a little later. You know, I don't know if you have screen time on his phones or tablets or
Oh,
whatever.
I'm sure he's.
He's
Yeah.
chatting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
he's
sure he's
chatting. He's
messing-
doing whatever.
messing
Actually, in
around.
this day and age, you can like just hang out with your boys. I know your kids don't play video games, but like
Yeah.
a lot of people just play video games,
games.
into the night chatting.
Yeah, well,
with
they
their
do
friends.
play that stupid phone game, and they all play it, that Brawl Stars game.
and then they're all together.
Yeah.
yeah. So then that's them
So
hanging
that's
out.
what they were doing on 2 while we're in Charleston. I'm just like, what the hell are we doing, man?
Uh-huh.
Like,
I know. Yeah.
So in general, you're dealing with that moment where his friends are becoming more important than his family.
yes. So I brought this up to a couple of the parents, and they were like, that sounds like a you problem. And I'm like, I agree. It is a me problem. It's something I'm having to deal with internally. But I was like, look, the three of us gave up our Memorial Day weekend. We didn't get to go to our pool. We didn't get to go to our lake spot. We're down here watching bad baseball for 2.5 days. I don't think it's a lot to ask of him to want to at least acknowledge, hey, maybe I should go do some family stuff since they made such a sacrifice for me.
I think in reality, there's 2 points to be made here. First and foremost, on Memorial Day weekend, when everybody gives up the entire thing and you go down there and you finally get a day,
Yeah.
you are not wrong to want one day with your family.
Yeah.
But it's also
Because we don't have any vacation. Like, we did that big 3-week vacation last year. And of course, that started with, sporting.
Diving.
sporting thing.
Yeah, the diving.
Yeah,
So-
diving.
We don't, at the events we have, like when we go to Virginia Tech, it's for sports. When we go to, if we go to Morgantown, that's for sports. Like, everything we're doing is, so like, I'm like, dude, this is my vacation with my family. Is like, yes, I enjoy watching you do your thing,
Yeah.
but I also want to do some, if we were in Virginia Beach, I've done that a million times. Go do whatever. But like, we're in Charleston, dude. It's like super cool. You've never been. Let's go check some shit out.
Yeah, I totally get in that moment.
Yeah.
But
But
you
I
also need to
have been a
recognize
14 and a half year old boy and understand, like, I want to hang out with my boys.
you've been a 14-year-old boy. You've been an 18-year-old man. You've been a 25-year-old man.
Yeah.
You know that friends become more and more important, and you do lose sight. And you can't blame him for losing sight of some of those things. I do think you could have called him back on that day, and I wouldn't have been like, that was a dick move, because you're like, no, I gave up my whole fucking weekend. At least let me spend it with my family.
So we
for a
talked
day.
about it the next day when we got home. He felt bad. I made him feel bad. I didn't like that I made him feel bad. To my wife's point, she's like, if we drug him out with us, he would have been miserable. Then we all would have been miserable.
That's right.
So I get that too.
He would have made
The whole thing for me is such a learning experience because I never had a great relationship with my dad, so I'm trying to create that. And I do know people our age that like hanging around with their dads, and I'm like, man, I sure hope I have that with my kids one day.
But you will later.
And later.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he has to
but
go through
you're
this.
right, 14 and a half. That
He has
age
to go
is
through
the,
this,
like,
where all of a sudden he's like, my friends are more important.
Yeah.
I want to be around them. And he'll pull his head out of his ass, but it'll be in 10 years.
yeah.
And
I
then
agree.
he'll want to be around you. I did the same thing with my parents. Like, as soon as like I got my license, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I went and hung out with my friends all the time. And my mom bitched all the time. Why don't you understand that, like, where your family want to spend time with you? She was like, you care about your friends more than you your family.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're being crazy.
Irrational.
You're
Yeah.
crazy. I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I was like 25 years old when I was like, I'd really like to just like go over to my parents' house and hang. Like, I miss those times. But
I
it took me
also-
a long time.
But I also understand, like, yeah, when we're sitting around, you'd rather go be with your buddies and sit around my house. I totally get that. But like I want him just to be aware that the entire family gave up a lot of time and effort for him.
You're asking a lot of
A 14-year-old.
self-awareness.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old kid.
So you're the second person that said that. But how are they to learn that if you don't show them?
It doesn't matter. I think that's a
tough.
hard lesson.
It's tough.
That's a hard lesson to teach. I think that eventually you're going to have to, if it's that important to you, set the boundaries in the beginning. Like,
Be intentional.
be intentional, right? Like,
No, in this case, I think you could.
Right.
If you're like, so you know what I did to my kids this week?
Hey, listen. If,
I made them watch 3 Planet of the Apes movies.
oh, Jesus.
So like, only because like when there's nothing going on, I was like, hey, I'm gonna watch Planet of the Apes. You guys want to hang out? Like when they had nothing, I was like, all right, made them popcorn and shit, made them watch them, and then I was like, so the new Planet of the Apes movie's coming out, and I was like, what do your weekends look like? Both my kids are like, I got this going on, all these things, and like they chose they have all this stuff, and I'm like, all right, you can do all that, but you didn't have anything Sunday from here to here. I'm going to see Planet of the Apes. You're coming with me.
And I think
That was like my intentional.
Did you see it?
It's going to be Sunday at
Oh, okay.
11:30.
Right.
So like when
I
this
saw it.
podcast doesn't come out on time, it's because I'm sitting in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Was it good?
That was the first Planet of the Apes movie I saw.
Okay, well, on its own, was it good?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
I liked it. Yeah.
pretty cinematic experience.
Yeah, like
right?
we got invited. He one of his buddies and his dad was going to see it, and they were like, "Y'all want to come?" And I was like, "Sure." I've never seen any Planet of the Apes movie, but okay. I don't think you have to have seen any of them. To
No,
follow
this
along.
one's 300 years in the future, so you don't have
Oh, so you
to.
don't have to.
I mean,
Caesar's
I don't think
gone.
you need to see any of
300
them.
years dead.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to see any of them. Anyway, like you get the gist of it.
They actually kind of like show you like really quickly at the beginning of every
Yeah.
one of them. Like
That's what they do in this one. They're like, there was once a great ape named Caesar, and I'm like, yes, I did know that name from the original. Well, not original.
yeah, it's not even
Mark
close to
Wahlberg.
the
So the
original.
So the Mark
one.
Wahlberg, I did. So after I saw this one, I started like
Mark
checking
Wahlberg
up-
one actually doesn't fit into the timeline of the.
I thought I
three
saw
before.
where the Mark Wahlberg was a remake of the Charlton Heston
Correct.
one.
That is correct.
Okay, and then there's 3 more
Yes,
that are the newer ones.
and that uses like James Franco
Yeah.
to like train Caesar, and then shit goes awry.
So if I want to go back and watch them, don't watch the Marky Mark one. Start with the other.
it's literally
3.
a reboot
Yeah.
of the original, so
It's irrelevant.
you don't need to.
The Charlton Heston
Spoiler
one is-
alert: Statue of Liberty's at the end, and he's on.
Boom. So you
Yeah.
okay? You,
Yeah, you know.
do get it.
Yeah.
I would go back to the James Franco
Yeah.
and then watch that trilogy. It's worth your time.
Yeah.
It's throwaway. I'm not saying it's going to change your life,
Yeah.
but that first one I really like. The Franco one, 2011, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So
I think that if he says, Dad, I want to do this, you go, no problem. However, you're here in Charleston. I want to show you something. And I think you should, you owe it to your family. So you can do both. But this
Yeah,
is,
but I think you need to start thinking about
he's gonna
I
ditch you.
how I played my kids. This is
yeah, but I agree with what my wife said. Like, if I'd done that in the moment, he would have been upset.
he would have fucking hated.
He would have
it.
been, God, I want to be anywhere but here. Like,
Yeah, and then that
so-
would have ruined
So I need to
everybody's time.
recalibrate myself.
A
Obviously.
little bit, unfortunately. But it's not. You're not wrong in the
Yeah.
way you're thinking. Like it's just hard to let kids. I guess I was such a cunt that I'm fully aware of what I was. That like I've been telling myself since they were like 4, enjoy it now because they're leaving, and now my oldest daughter is gone.
Yeah.
but she still sees. There's still that connection.
See, my thing with all of this is all new to me because I had none of this. So like, I wasn't very tight with my parents anyway, but they weren't asking me. My mom and dad were gone. I was just a latchkey kid doing my own thing anyway. So it wasn't like, oh, I could be hanging with my friends or I could be in Charleston. No, I never went to Charleston when I was a kid. I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you were
So it
lucky
was
to go to 7-Eleven
yeah,
with your buddies.
exactly. Yeah. So like, I'd rather be hanging out with my friends because I'm not doing shit anyway. But with my kids, I'm like, dude, we're doing some cool stuff.
But you're also going to feel a little resentment because you put it. I just saw your calendar.
Yeah.
You put in all your time into your kids. So when they pull back, it's probably going to hurt you more. Whereas I've been like half-assing it. So like when they go do their thing, I'm like, well, of course you are. I haven't been around too much. Like, because I'm traveling all the
Yeah.
time and like my kids are mediocre at sports, so we don't have to do travel,
Yeah.
which is super helpful.
So I remember my identity was like my kids, because that's all I did was stuff with
Yeah.
my kids, and then bourbon, right?
Yeah.
And so you had to find a way to reevaluate who you are and reinvent yourself, and you're going to come to that. I think you're going to come to that soon enough, and it's hard, but you know what? It's okay because they'll come back. They come back. Mine left. They did the same thing. They're like, "Fuck you, Dad. We don't care. We don't
Yeah.
know." And then they came back, and now, you grasp every moment that you can with them.
And now you have a good
Great relationship.
with both
Yeah.
your kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what you did by kind of guilt tripping him. I know you didn't say you guilt tripped him.
Yeah.
But I know you.
I didn't guilt trip. I sat him down and we talked. I said, I don't
Oh,
know.
you manned him. Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, I sat him down. I said,
This is why I'm upset.
I don't know if you noticed, but I was pretty upset on the way home, and at the end of the day yesterday, he goes, yeah. I said, do you know why? He said, yeah, I think it's because I want to hang out with my friends. And I explained to him, I was like, that's spot on. Like, it hurt me that you didn't think about the rest of the family. You just want to do your thing. And I said, and you're right to feel that way because you're a 14-year-old boy. Like,
then you nailed this, dude.
So- Yeah.
You treated him like a man. You had the conversation like a man. You didn't just go out the handle on him.
yeah.
You sat down, you talked to him like a man. You said, look, here's why I'm the way I was. I get where you're coming from. Let's just try to remember that, there's 4 people in this unit.
Yeah.
And we all love each other and we care how this goes. I think you handled it right. You need to make sure that in certain moments you're able to kind of reel that in too.
Oh,
And
I'm
then-
definitely going to, next time it happens, I'm definitely going to be like, go have fun, do your thing. Like, we don't need to make it a thing again.
But
Like,
then you can pull the whole, but tomorrow morning, I want to go do this.
yeah.
And just kind of setting those boundaries, I think helps. And that's what I'm trying. Like, that's the perfect example of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
We're like, they got all these things. And I'm like, okay, but can we do this at this time?
Yeah.
And as soon as that's over, they're going to disappear so damn fast on me. And I'm aware of that, but I'm going to steal that moment and I'm going to eat popcorn.
Yeah, and whatever. I mean, boys get the fumes anyway. They get the perfume and the gas fumes, and they're gone. I mean, that's what happens at 16.
The fumes.
Yeah, they get
Perfume and gas fumes.
Yep.
That's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
I get that. The fumes.
Yeah. So
We'll see if that sticks.
once once that happens, it's okay.
Yeah.
And you had
No, I'm definitely aware that all of this is normal, but it was definitely like a gut punch first time. Like
Yeah, first time you saw it.
Like, whoa,
That
we're
sucks,
we're
dude.
here.
That
I didn't
sucks.
know we were here. Like everybody keeps telling you, oh,
It's coming, it's coming.
and
Yeah.
time's flying. I'm like,
it hits you right square in the jaw.
that's
It's like,
my pal, dude. Like we do everything together. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, peace out, Dad. I'm like, goo.
Well, listen,
That does suck, dude.
I just got back from Europe with my son,
Yeah.
and here's the thing: we went 4 years without really having quality time because he was away at college.
Yeah.
and then he was like, "This is the best fucking thing we've ever done." And of
Because
course,
he's coming of that age,
Right,
though,
coming
where
of
his
that age. He
head's
can
coming out of
appreciate
his
it.
ass.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I just wanted to say thanks
yeah,
for the last
yeah.
20-some years.
Yeah.
You did a lot for me. Yeah, man.
But you don't
Yeah.
see that.
at
For
14,
sure.
15, 16, 18, whatever, they don't see that.
I
shit.
didn't see any of it till about 24,
Yeah.
25. And then it was just like I woke up one day and went, whoa.
Whoa.
They were right about so many things, and they tried so hard. That's just reality, man.
Yeah, because even like for all my shit, the way I grew up, like my mom did a lot for me. Like I say, I talk about how we never went anywhere and did anything, and a lot of that's true. But like she
was probably trying to keep things together.
she was. I mean, she made some bad mistakes too, but she's human. But it's just it was all new. It was a new thing. Like a totally new.
I could see how that
thing.
was. Yeah.
And
yeah.
it threw me, dude. Like I was
In that
I was-
moment, you're going to feel that, though.
I was messed up, man.
Dom,
It was
sorry
wild.
you dealt with
It
it.
was wild.
That is crazy. What do you got over there?
Little ranch water, just put a little more tequila in there.
Oh, you're just doing ranch waters. Like this dude, even when he's not having a full bar kit,
Yep.
he's got his drinks going.
He's got to. It's his identity.
It's my identity.
It is.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna wake up, that tequila is gonna say, "Nah, I'm going with Brendan."
Well,
You're gonna have to fucking face that.
right. So I think we should. I could talk about this on the podcast. I think I'm moments away of changing careers.
Oh.
Whoa,
really?
whoa. Hold on now. What are you, a Christmas tree farm?
Well,
Totally new holiday.
Yeah.
Going Valentine's
For
Day.
people that don't know,
Yeah, because
can
we
we
haven't
talk
talked
about this a little bit?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah, all right. For people that don't know, Ray is basically he's the reason that Spirit Halloween show up in the places that don't have a store. I'd like to think that you're saving malls and you're
Absolutely.
saving some areas that maybe wouldn't have things there. But that is your world, Spirit Halloween.
Yeah,
and your
been
whole world
20
revolves around October.
20 years?
22.
Holy cow. And you're going to leave them?
Yep.
Wow.
Hold on, you're saying this like it's already a fact.
I have not put in my notice, but I'm just in a place right now where I'm unhappy, and I don't want to be unhappy at a job.
How long have you been in the position you're in where you're basically...
Since 2015.
So for 9 years, you've been rinse repeating the same job over and over.
But
Whereas-
Spirit's not rinse and repeat. So I mean, it is. But
But you've been moving up. You've
Yeah.
had...
Yeah, you're good at your job.
I'm really good at my job.
Yeah. But
And-
doing the same thing, like, because you bust your ass,
Yep.
you get to the finish line, and then they wave the flag to start again.
Yeah, and
it's
the next step puts me in my office all the time. I won't be in the field. I won't travel. I won't have any people.
Same company?
Same company. If I get a promotion, which probably will happen.
Oh, so you're not leaving
No,
Spirit.
I'm leaving Spirit.
All right, so it is a Christmas tree farm. Oh, fireworks stand.
Fireworks stand. Yeah.
Nice.
I've been bouncing the
Macy's
idea.
Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Could do
It's
that.
close to Halloween, you know?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Keep the same schedule. Mm-hmm. You know what?
Push it back a few
You should
weeks.
see if they want to do it in New York. All right. What's
I thought about doing like a bourbon bar, it's a cocktail bar, small, like 12 or 15 tables, and
Oh, you're gonna open a fucking bar.
like a restaurant bar. Thinking about that. Thinking about just doing something, maybe being a substitute teacher.
Wow.
Substitute teacher.
So you don't have a lot. When you said you might be leaving, I was thinking.
No, I'm gonna-
You had
yeah.
another ship already lined up that you were jumping on.
I have a couple ships that I could probably do pretty quickly, but here's the thing: my season starts in 3 weeks, and if I get started in my season, I'm done until December.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll be an effective manager or a good fiance or dad if I go through another season.
So you're going to make this decision before your season officially starts off?
Yeah, and it could be a situation where I go, I won't have a job.
Oh, wow. You might just throw up the deuces and...
Yeah. How do you guys feel about that?
I think you should try one season, but this year, do it on meth. Develop a little meth habit.
Just get a little.
Let me tell you-
Driving around Southwest Virginia, finding dilapidated places.
Oh yeah.
Guess where you'll find that? You'll also find the meth.
That's what I'm saying. Like this,
right
it goes hand in hand.
Hand in
This is
hand.
going to be perfect. And then you come out of the season, obviously clean yourself up.
Right. Store in Bluefield and Withville.
But what-
Oh, totally have
But
a.
what if you love just doing meth and driving around the country? Actually, this is bad advice. Wait,
Yeah.
I think I'm going down the wrong
You
road.
were definitely going down the wrong.
Okay, no, I think I took a left when I should have gone right.
Brendan, I think, would like this. I'm not that guy. I'm jealous of people that even can make those. Like, you can't even think about that. Like, that sounds... You might as well tell me. You might as well just told me you're going to grow wings and fly to the moon, because it sounds so crazy to me that
Anybody
people
would, like, just quit their job after
people
20
do
years.
That. People do that,
But
but
part
I
of-
can't even begin to
Part
wrap my
of
head
the
around.
meth joke is based on the reality that, like, you should not have a bourbon bar. You are
Yeah.
fantastic at mixing drinks,
Yeah, I am.
and you love being around it.
And I love
But
being
you
around people
recognize
about it too.
You recognize that it could be the same spiral.
It could.
as doing meth all over rural Virginia, finding places for it. It has the potential
It does.
for that. Do you? I mean, you
Now,
gotta
listen, I hate to say, if I wanted to stop drinking, I could. I don't have that kind of an issue or a problem. I just enjoy cocktails, and I enjoy that. I've stopped for,
I get it. I'm just saying it could be.
It could.
Yeah, I never see you drunk.
Yeah.
No, I don't ever see
I'm
him
sure you
drunk either.
get drunk, but
I
I
have.
don't see you drunk.
I can just tell you that,
But you'd have to
that's
treat
just-
it- you'd
that
have
is
to
low.
treat it differently.
Absolutely.
Like,
And it's
you'd have to
low
be-
on the totem pole, like where I'm looking. I'm a project manager on steroids. I'm an ops guy. I can do anything.
I mean, that's true. Your skill set.
I run, I manage
You run
about
multiple-
750 people at the end of the season.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've done $210 million worth of business over the last 12 years.
So I guess the next 3 weeks are going to really be interesting. So you're doing some soul searching.
Yeah. It's been a tough.
That's a kicker when you hear that. You're like, damn, I made somebody a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we're privately owned. So 3 guys.
Maybe it's worth going to them and being like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm about to bounce. Like when you get to that point, maybe they throw something your way that
Could
you're
be.
like, that could
But-
work.
But would money money helps, but it's
Money
not-
and being home.
Money and
it
being home,
seems to
yeah.
me that you want to spend
But
time
there's
with.
a lot of pressure put on us to perform year over year and to give the great customer experience. I mean, you guys know that.
Well, you got to get better every year.
You gotta get better every year.
You can't be stagnant.
Well, this would be great for me if you do leave Spirit Halloween, because it's so much easier just to click on Amazon. Click, click.
But, yeah.
But I refuse.
But
I
you got to
refuse.
keep donating to Spirit.
No,
Program,
I
too.
actually,
yeah.
I actually have made it a thing where, like, when my kids want something, it's like there is no question. We're going there. I want the experience.
Sure.
I actually do enjoy the experience. I go there, and then I like donating to the.
I was talking to Graham Lloyd, M4K, and I told him just the other day, I was like, "Hey, listen,
Man,
yeah," I was like,
just saying.
So handsome.
handsome.
if I leave Spirit, will you let me what can I do to help out and do a little more? Can I be on the board, for M4K?
Yeah, for sure.
And
Oh, good, because I'm not stepping up ever.
well, he said I think this is his last year,
Probably.
yeah.
Being
The head of the
yeah.
chair. So I told him that I want to continue to do that so we can at least keep giving money to somebody. But I've looked at nonprofits, I've looked at startups. I'm doing a lot.
Could you start a nonprofit?
Yeah, you could, but I don't even know what I would want to.
I could help you through some of that.
I mean, it says the guy who once says I should go and just do my job on meth.
I was a joke.
No, that was step one in your nonprofit.
Right. That was,
Yeah, I
Right.
guarantee no profit if you just start doing that.
right.
Pick up a solid meth addiction.
I'm a 501c3 or 501c.
Well, I did get. So we got Troy's. What do you think? Think I should just quit?
Are you financially solvent to do that?
Yeah.
Then I think, yeah, I would try to, yeah, fuck it. But you got to be ready for the next move. I mean, don't just sit on your ass.
Well, yeah. There has to be a plan.
Yeah. But I don't hate the idea of you being in the cocktail world. It does seem to be your passion.
I've had a job every day of my life for 32 years. Like, I've never not had a job.
Which
I've
my
definitely had
fiance
some
and I,
times.
she said, "Are you going to talk about it on the podcast tonight?" I said, "Well, if it comes up." And she goes, "Well, what do you think kind of advice you'll get?" I said, "Troy will think that it's fucking nuts." So Brendan will be like, "Just do it."
I mean, if you're unhappy is the worst
Yeah,
place to
that's
be.
the worst
Yeah,
place to
no,
be.
I mean, even as pragmatic as I am, like, happiness, like,
It means a lot.
yeah, I mean, your mental health, dude. Like, my job's been kicking the shit out of me lately, and like, I was talking to my boss. I was like, I'm gonna take a freaking pay cut and go somewhere else, like,
I'm done.
because I'm
Like-
getting work, dude. Like, I'm just tired of. I called a freaking phone call from somebody at 8:00 tonight. I'm like, why are you calling me? I called you at 10:00 yesterday morning. Why are you calling me right now, dude?
Yeah.
And then you have I mean, you got summer concert series, summers, coming up. Like you can do all the concerts this summer.
Yeah, but that's
a lot
all
of
nights
fun.
and weekends. I mean, it's fun, but it's a lot of work. I mean, I work way more. Like, I work nights and weekends. Are like, there's
Yeah, it's time.
There's no off time. I took off last Thursday and Friday, and the whole time down, I felt off for my family. The whole time I was driving down to South Carolina, I
Working.
was on the phone.
Working.
I was on the phone the whole time.
That's
I was like,
that's our lives though.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that anymore.
yeah.
But you're not going to get away from that. But you can turn it into something that like you give a shit about so much that you don't mind being on the phone.
Correct. And I
Yeah.
used to not mind. We used to not mind doing that.
Yeah.
No, like I have a buddy. I watch my buddy who busts his ass, but he owns his own company. He's the
Yeah.
CEO, and he gets after it. And like it monopolizes all his time. But I'm like, look at what you're doing. Like I
Yeah.
see so much value in every move he makes grows his thing. I would love to see you get into something like that.
I think I would too.
Well, back to last week's episode, if you do want generational wealth, that's the only way you can
It's
do it.
yeah,
You
to have
can't
our
work
own.
for someone else and get it. I
Right.
mean,
You got to own your own.
you gotta. As you said, you made 12 million over the past
210.
210 million over the past 10 years or whatever it
Yeah.
was. Like, that didn't go in your pocket.
Sure did not.
Well, you got plenty of time to start this Christmas tree fucking monopoly.
All right.
It'd be good.
Christmas tree farm.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know much about small businesses, but I do know that restaurants seem to be quite hard to, especially in Virginia. If you're specializing in alcohol with the whole food thing, I know you've done your research and you figured
It's
some stuff
volatile,
out.
but like,
Very volatile.
what if you could do like pop up bars?
Ooh.
No one does pop up bars.
Or mobile bartending. I thought about that too. Get a horse trailer, turn it into a bar. Do
Then you're picking your
corporate
nights.
events.
You know how much you're gonna make. Like
Yeah.
you could do some fun shit. You do some fun shit.
It's a lot of nights and weekends, though.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
work, in
that's
it-
fine.
When you work in the entertainment field,
and my
it's
kids
all
are
nights
my
and
kids are in
weekends.
college, and
Yeah.
well, they're
No, you're free during the week.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
You can still get laid in the week. You don't have to wait till the weekend.
You don't have to tell me.
you just get a job at the bartending school of America. Be a teacher.
Oh,
Not a bad gig.
that's not a bad gig.
No. And you're teaching all those degenerates how to get out there and do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
guess
know?
if you got in the right circle and you were like doing like dope ass weddings and events, you could probably make a killing.
Okay. Something to think about.
Get with a dope caterer. See what you can do. Build your own business.
All right.
I think that's the angle. Well, so much for bringing the funny. Let's have a deli.
Boy,
Fuck me.
We were like really serious. We had two serious.
Which one are we doing here? The one that was here last week?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, it's a summer. It's an Imperial Hefeweizen. That's all I remember. And an Imperial Hefeweizen, I don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
But when you say Imperial,
That sounds weird.
it sounds high ABV.
But I don't think it is. I think I chose it because it wasn't.
All right, so this is The center of the universe, Summer Moon.
Center of the Universe is close by, right? That's
Yeah, but it does
Ashland.
say imperial wheat brewed with raspberries and lemon zest. Ooh. 5 cases worth of lemon zest and 300 pounds of raspberries. It's raspberry.
raspberry.
I don't want to sound stupid.
Brewed with raspberries and lemon zest.
Oh, this is these shady fucks. This thing pays homage to the annual Summer Moon Music Festival that takes place at the brewery. 12 bands, 12 charities, one rockin' good time. It's like the little Annie Dakota ring. You finally get through it. It says, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
You were wrong. This is 8.1.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the Imperial.
then we'll be all right.
Okay, center of the universe, Summer Moon. What could go wrong? 8.1% alcohol. Ooh. Let's see. Oh,
Do you know why it's
Smells
called
like
Center
burning.
of the Universe?
because we
For some reason, and I don't know why, it's
revolves around us. Huh?
Ashland. That's the moniker Ashland has taken upon the
That little podunk
that
shithole
little-
town.
Yeah, exactly. They're called. It's their motto. They're the center of the universe, and this brewery's out of Ashland, so that's why they're center of the universe. Again, I grew up not far from Ashland. It is nothing. So I don't. I guess it's supposed to be tongue in cheek. Center of the universe. I'm not a big fan of most of their beers.
Oh, well, this is going to change your perception of the brewery dramatically.
I'm picking up some.
I didn't fucking say anything. I'll write down my score. I'm not trying to. This is going to change your perception of the brewery dramatically. That's all. That's all I'm saying. This is going to change your perception. That's all I said. You're reading into inflection. That was a text message. Don't read into my inflection. That's all. That was supposed to just
I
be a
thought it
text.
was audio.
No, that was supposed to
Oh,
be a
was?
text
Oh,
message.
okay.
No, don't you go putting your tone on me.
Imperial wheat.
Imperial
Sounds
wheat.
So weird.
And raspberries.
Is it dark?
Isn't that how raspberries is spelled?
Doesn't look dark.
I don't think it's dark, is it?
No, not really. It's a little dark, but
It says Summer Moon Raspberry Lemonade Imperial Wheat Ale is brewed with 5 cases worth of fresh lemon zest
I read that.
and over 300 pounds. That's crazy. No
Yeah.
way.
I'm glad it's 5 because if it was 4, I'd flip this whole bar over.
Fuck no, dude.
4, can you imagine?
That's ludicrous.
disgusting.
Kind of a fucking loser. Comes at 4.
4. Come
4.
on.
Who does that?
They tried that shit and somebody caught it.
Well, somebody caught it quick. Said,
Yeah.
hey, that needs another case.
At least.
Stop fucking around.
Stop wasting my goddamn time.
Yeah. We're having a Summer Moon Festival, assholes.
Notice
tell
on
ya.
the can it says admit 1. Do you really think if you took that can up to their crappy music festival, you're like, I'm not paying?
I think if I showed them this can, yeah, they should let me in.
I wonder what kind of bands they have there. Anybody worth a crap?
Dude, it's Tard the Wet Sprocket. It's like all the worst bands.
Turd the wet shark.
That's all. Sorry. I'm letting my feelings for the beer cloud my judgment of their music festival. I don't mean. I wonder how many bad band names we can come up with for them. The Turd Jam.
All right. I think I'm ready.
for
To judge this beer. This isn't a bad beer.
Okay.
It's quite raspberry and lemony.
Yeah.
It smells boozy, but I don't feel like it tastes like it's an 8.1. But y'all are intaking it, so you would know better than me.
I could tell you already.
Is it in your head, or are you swimming?
This quickly, I feel like I could shit my pants and go blind.
Yeah, so I'm just judging the taste, obviously, because I'm not drinking it.
It's funny. Now, there's a beer that I it's a seltzer. It was super full of like fruits and everything. And this reminds me very much of it. It's wild how similar this
No,
is.
this isn't bad. This is a 3. It's not a bad beer. Like I could see drinking one of those. Like it's really fruity, and I think the lemon and the raspberry kind of play well off each other. It's not a combination I would pick to pair up, but I feel like it's working pretty good. The lemon's keeping it kind of crisp and cleaning up the sourness of the even though lemons are sour, like it's cutting through the raspberry some. So
It's raspberry. If you're not going to pronounce the P, don't say the word.
my bad. But yeah, this isn't bad. This is a 3.
3? Okay. Ray?
Oh, I'm so torn. So from a complex beer, it loses something on the end. On the end, it's that wheat.
Girls would like this.
Yeah.
Fruity.
I don't know if the
Girls who aren't driving home.
yeah. So I think there's just. I'm not a wheated bourbon fan. So if anybody likes Weller, I'm not a Weller fan because it's wheated.
Quite effervescent.
So, but this one, it's a 3. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. There's a lot here. I wish it was a 12-ounce can because it's a big 16.
Oh.
Big Daddy.
Yeah,
That'll get your hat twisted back.
it will.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's tasty.
It doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth or anything. Like
I appreciate how juicy it is. With all the fruit flavors and like the lemon and the raspberry and the jamminess on it. Like I like all those things. When I drink it down though, there is like this like fucking imperial punch that just takes it over the top for me. And it just ass kicks me right at the end. This is the fentanyl of Hefeweizens. Like, it is like, not like anything it should be. Like
It's definitely thick on the back of your tongue at the end.
It's
almost
this-
like lactose.
this thick coating. Yeah, it is like a lactose beer, but like really lactose.
Really, yeah.
And it gets too thick for me over time. And as I'm sipping it, I can feel. And Troy, this is where the difference between a spit. Because
Yeah.
I took it in my mouth and then just kind of like spit a little out just to kind of see. And I enjoyed the flavor way more. Mm-hmm. It's the swallow.
Yeah.
That's fucking me up.
that's what I
What she
hear.
said.
Fair. I'm giving this a 2 because of how much it's like when I swallow it, it burns and it just that sicklingness and it just stays. But then there's this burning. I'm not doing this beer again. I'm disappointed that I have 16 ounces of it. I can tell you this though, it feels great. Like I'm very drunker very quickly.
Yeah, it will kind of put you on your ass.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
With all the sugars and the sweet. So we got a 3, and a 2. That's where this is netting out.
2.66.
Okay. So the Summer Moon.
I think some people will enjoy it, but I would agree if you're not a fan of that lactose end or that heavy. That's why I asked if it was a dark color.
No, it feels like a lactose stout
Yeah,
when it goes
does.
in.
A little bit of a stout at the end. It's
weird.
Yeah, that's why I said
And I like my
Imperial.
Hefeweizens to be bright and refreshing, and all of that raspberry it's too jammy for me.
Even a true Hefeweizen, I want it so cloudy that you can like taste the pulp. That's
Sorry. I hate these jeans.
oh, you do hate the jeans.
I hate these. I'm wearing these jeans and I can't get a stretch in them. I'm so pissed off.
They look good.
Thank you. I'm sacrificing everything for the look.
But that's how new jeans are. Well, depends.
So
Because like Lucky is pretty comfy just right out of the hanger.
absolutely. So I'm a bad shopper as a man.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of men are bad shoppers. Like,
I'm
we don't-
awful.
We don't like to spend a lot of time.
Even when I like something, even when I'm buying something for myself that I want, I hate the act of shopping.
I'll go to the van store knowing I'm getting a pair of Vans. Like I'm buying a pair of Vans today. And that should be like mad exciting because like I'm going to get some dope shoes. And I walk through there and it's like I got 15 minutes to find those tops before I'm like, why am I here? And I
Yeah.
know I want this and I'm going to be excited. I'm going to wear them for the next year. It just frustrates me.
Yeah.
And I wanted this pair of shorts. I think I talked about them last week on the episode. These like retro champion, like
Oh yes,
Yeah,
sweatpants
absolutely,
shorts.
yeah.
And I was like, I thought about them all week after we talked. And I was like, I want those shorts.
I got my wife on the Hurley shorts. I was like, if you see those, you might as well grab me a pair of them.
Grab them, dude.
Yeah.
I was wearing them the other day and I fucking went I was hanging out and the motherfucker was wearing the same shorts. And I was like, I knew that was going to happen. I knew every Costco membership having dude was going to have these shorts. But it's the best deal. It's like $15 for Hurley shorts. Come on. $80 shorts.
Yeah.
But I kept seeing those shorts and I was like, all right, they're like $25. I'm going to get these shorts.
The
And I even-
champions.
Yeah. They're horrible shorts, but I was like, I'm getting them. So I went up there specifically. I had like an hour and 15 minutes between meetings. And they just been on my mind. And I had looked them up the night before, and sure enough, they were still on sale.
And you didn't want to order them?
I didn't. I just want because I didn't know if I wanted large or medium.
Yeah.
Like I've lost this weight, and now like mediums all of a sudden start to feel a little bit better. But like I'm a large, damn it. Like
Yeah.
mentally, I'm still not there. So I wanted
Yeah.
to try them on. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Still on sale. I'm gonna go. Had an hour 15 minutes. 7 minutes to get there. 7 minutes to get back. I got an hour in the store, but I don't want to waste a fucking. I want to get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Roll in there, roll over. I'm like, boom, medium, large. Grabbed them.
Grabbed him.
Rolled on, and then I'm walking by and I'm like, I really do need a pair of like work jeans. All my jeans are like baggy,
Dress jeans.
You mean like
dressy jeans.
Yeah.
jeans to go to work in, not like to work,
That's what I mean.
work in the yard.
Oh no, I got plenty of jeans that have been demoted
Right. Okay.
to like
So these are like
I'm gonna crawl under a car.
nice fitting.
You're talking about-
classic.
Button
Yes.
up with a blazer and a nice pair of shoes.
Absolutely. I don't have a pair of good work jeans. Work casual, business casual
Yeah, yeah,
jeans.
Casual jeans. Yep.
I don't have those. So I need something that looks right. They're not baggy as shit.
Yeah.
That's what I like to wear. I like baggy ass jeans. I need something that's not super baggy and it's
The
all
older I
dark.
get, the less I like baggy jeans.
It'll be back soon enough.
I used to love them baggy and like they'd be extra. Always buy like the long ones so they'd be like crumpled up at the bottom. Now,
Hell yeah.
Right.
Now like I want them to end right at my ankle.
I have actually shortened my jeans
Yeah.
as I've gotten older. But I did. I'm with you. Until they got caught under my shoe so long that it completely frayed
Frayed
I
up.
love that. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that look.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's how I knew they
Yeah.
were my jeans. And like you had to destroy them to get there.
You'd be like tripping over shit, and you're like,
Yeah.
I like these jeans, and like you're just like eating
Yeah,
shit.
absolutely.
Breaking them in.
Yeah.
Breaking them in. No, that was
They're all
it.
filthy,
Right.
Like
If,
just
if it
gross.
rains, you get
yeah.
it's like a sponge and it soaks up past
Yes.
If
your
it
calf.
doesn't have
it's
five,
halfway
if
up
it
your
doesn't
leg.
have 5 distinct folds as it gets down to my foot, like what are we doing here?
Then like it'd rip, and then you'd like have one long like the cuff would like come off, and you'd have like a
Hang out
5-inch
6
cuff
inches,
just hanging
yeah,
off the
that's
end.
baller shit.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. But when you need business casual jeans, you can't rock that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I gotta go get some business casual jeans. And I walk in there and I'm in Kohl's because I'm buying these crappy shorts.
Yeah.
And they have Lee, which to me is Jordache.
Yeah.
Like I can't wear Lee, that's for chicks. And then they have
You can wear Lee if like
no, not Lee.
you can wear Lee if you are literally putting on a pair of cowboy boots and you're going to like work in the farm somewhere.
Yeah, they had Lee's.
Yeah.
Wranglers.
Ooh, the Wrangler.
Wrangler.
Oh yeah.
The Wrangler Stranglers. And then they had Sonomas, which I just can't get
I don't even
behind.
know what a
What
Sonoma
is that?
jean is.
What is that?
It's just the cheapest. It's
Okay.
the cheap ass jeans. They're like, hey, these are $20.
Like they make Lee look dope.
Yeah, but I can't wear Lee.
No.
Right.
Lee's for chicks. Wranglers are for rednecks. And then Sonomas are for what? No, gross.
No.
And then
Poor
they have
people.
And then they have Levi's. And I'm like, come on, you invented jeans. Like
You
I
gotta,
can,
Yeah.
gotta do the Levi's.
I can rock the Levi's. So I go over there and I'm like, all right, what do we got? I'm looking at the colors, you know. All the cuts don't matter so much as the color.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, all right, they got this cut and this cut that are in business color. Dark, none of that like faded, the lines, none of that like
None of the
all right,
holes in 'em.
solid color. Here we go. So I find the right pair, go try them on, and they got like one set of waist, and I'm like, boy, that is fucking tight. And they got the next set of waist, but it's 2 inches bigger. And
Yeah.
it's like, boy, that's pretty loose. And I know, based on like Lucky Brand, you stretch them bitches out
Oh yeah.
You can easily stretch them out.
all day because they got that soft, supple leather
Right.
or
Yeah.
soft, supple jean denim. It's all day. It's like all good.
The more you wear them and the less you wash them, like the bigger they get.
They just get bigger and
Yeah.
bigger. And I've learned that anything that has that stretch shit in it, it's not stretching. It doesn't get any bigger. It's just comfortable at the size it is.
Yeah.
So if you have any spandex woven into your jeans, they're not going to stretch out. They're just going to be comfortable.
Right.
So get them at the exact size you want, and they'll stay right there. It's all good. If it's 100% denim, then it's going to stretch out
Some.
some. So I've got the fucking ones that I'm like, all right, got it on. I'm like, all right. And they don't have that half size. They have it in some other styles and everything, but not in this one. I went through every one, but I'm running out of time.
So there.
Yeah.
So you're an odd, like a 31 or a 33.
I'm a 33.
33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a 33.
So
And they have
32
For
32
those, and for
size.
those that don't know, like most men's jeans come in even sizes. Like,
Correct.
The
not-
fuckt up thing is in the other cuts.
They had
in the
all
other
the
colors.
sizes.
Hit 33.
They were like,
35s.
here's a 33 and a half, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I got you. I was like, hell yeah. Like they're living the dream. But I was like, all right, I'm either squeezing into 32s or I'm getting the 34s and they're just already big. But I was like, but there's no stretch in them. So I'm going for the tighter one
Yeah.
and I'll just stretch them out. And I've got techniques. Like I've gotten very good at this, especially with Lucky Brand. Cause it's like a soft denim.
Yeah.
That shit stretches out.
very quickly.
Dude, Levi's are made for fucking mine workers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like people who are like building the railroad.
Yeah.
This
They're made to go to work.
Yeah, these are tough.
Yeah.
Do you remember what style you have? Do you have like the tapered leg?
No, I have a 505. It's a classic.
505
Straight
classic.
cut?
Okay.
It's a straight classic. Nothing going on here. It's very interesting. But so I get them and I'm thinking to myself, no issues here. I'll go home and I'll just wet them. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'll wet them and then put them on wet as shit and it'll stretch out and it'll form to
You
where
can like do some squats in them.
I did so many squats and it was leg day. So I was already burning. It was a bad situation. And then I saw that they had a Appetite for Destruction t-shirt for like $12.
Had to get
And
that.
I was like, "Pff, clearly I need that.
Yeah.
So in my like truncated amount of time,
What happened with the shorts?
so I got the 2 pairs of shorts. Turns out I'm going medium. Get up there. I'm running out of time, right? I see the Appetite for Destruction shirt. I see $14 polo shirts.
Yeah.
Tried one of those on. I was like, good enough. I'll buy these. Boom. So I'm like, I'm saving. I'm making money.
Yeah.
In here. I'm buying Levi's.
You're killing it.
And I'm doing
Killing
it.
it.
I'm doing it in the shortest amount of time possible. I get up to the register and checking out. This bitch rings up those crappy the crappy shorts. The whole reason I came there for my $25 shorts. And it said 45 on the thing. And I'm like, all right, I don't have time for this argument, but this is a big argument. This is a $20
$20 difference.
And I'm like, those are $25. And she's like, no, I don't see that here. And I was like, what if I can show you online that they're $25 at Kohl's? She was like, yeah, show me that. And I pulled it up and it was like fucking $45. The sale had ended because this is what Kohl's does. They mark them down.
Yeah.
But then they have to give a couple days of like, fuck you.
Right.
So that they could be
Yeah.
like, and they're on sale again.
Yeah. Yeah, because they almost always have a sale going on.
Almost. But I had just come out of Memorial Day weekend.
So did you? Okay. So what'd you do?
I fucking panicked in the moment. Because
$45 is not a bad deal.
you see how bad these shorts are.
Oh, for the shorts, I was thinking the denim.
No,
yeah.
denim all day. No, I'm good. I was happy with every other price. Every other price, I was like, I'm stealing this.
Right.
But the thing that brought me in was the shitty pair of sweatpants shorts that I wanted with
They marked up.
that they marked up. And it was the only thing I came there to get. But now I got 2 polos, a Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction t-shirt, and a pair of jeans that don't fit. and
Nice.
then I got these. Now I'm like, these shorts are the problem. And I'm like, check the system again. I'm like pulling it up online. I'm like, motherfucker, these really are expensive now. And then I'm seeing like on all the other websites, I think it's all in time.
Yeah.
The night before they were $25.
Listen,
I bought them.
Yeah.
I bought them. I'm rocking around now though. Like they're not getting into the car. They're like, I'm gonna rep these hard. Like these are $45 shorts. It's a very different mentality. You immediately step in.
You did the right thing because once you're there and it's in hand.
No, it's too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
It was too late because I'm not a good shopper and I'm under a time constraint.
Doubling back and all that shit, that's just dumb.
So I get home. Oh, what do you got, Ray?
Well, just the retailer in me always checks the website before you go. So Levi's, I don't know how much you paid at Kohl's, but that style that you have on in that color does come in 33.
Oh, no. My kids laughed their ass off. They go, you didn't just go to the kiosk? I was like, what's the kiosk?
Oh, there. Yeah, you
Can like order stuff from
They
there.
go on the way out.
Shipped
you just
to your
scan
home.
it and go, I actually need it in this 1 inch bigger. And they go, no problem.
Yeah.
And they just send it to your house at no extra cost.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But I don't like that. I'm with you. Like, I want it in my hand right now.
No, but if I had known that I could have gotten the in-between size, which is literally exactly where I belong, I would have just done it.
Well, that's why
I'm not a shopper. I'm a
I'm-
moron.
Like, once I've found Lucky's that I like,
That's all you buy.
I just buy I go online when they have the deal, when I get the email, which is daily, and I need a pair of air.
except for when you want them. And then you're like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen an email in a couple weeks.
Well,
no, but that is the move. You
They
sign
always
up.
have a different color. I can never get like the one color I want.
That's the catch with
Yeah.
them. They changed the dye ever so slightly. They're like, no, this is indigo midnight, and you need
Yeah.
it indigo dusk.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
God damn it.
But they're right. They change it just
It is
enough.
funny how with denim, like the slightest
It makes all the difference in the world.
slightest color change changes the whole look of everything.
Absolutely. You get that like light white blue,
Yeah.
you're trashy. Boom. You did it.
You can't wear that to work.
Yeah.
No, you get that super dark blue. You're like, those are dressy as fuck. And every shade in between puts off a different vibe.
Yeah.
Black jeans. Nope. Can't do that as a work because that's your night jean. That's
Yeah,
your
no.
going out-
Now,
that's your going out
now
jean.
I'm going out.
Yeah.
But if the black jean has enough fade in it, now you're like, what am I? I'm just doing meth.
Right.
Like it's very different. Like,
Right. I'm in a grunge
What am
band.
I, a biker?
Right.
Am I in a gang?
yeah, no, it's very bikerish.
Yeah.
Like, and they know they got you because we're sensitive to it. We're very sensitive.
Yeah.
And it can't have too much like.
You got to use the kiosk.
I didn't know about the kiosk, and my whole family, even the 12-year-old's like, Dad, there's a kiosk right there. When you check out, you get anything you want, right size.
This is where, being bad shoppers, we don't know these things.
No, so they're making fun of me because I get home and I'm in wet pants. I like put them in the sink and like shook them out a bunch. Got some of the blue to bleed off a little bit.
And you put them on wet.
I put them on wet. And then I just start doing
Like, you wrung them
lunges.
out. They weren't,
Oh,
they
no,
weren't
no,
dripping.
I wring them out.
Yeah.
I put them outside for about an hour. I get them to like,
Moist.
no, they're pretty damp. I think we're beyond moist.
Yeah.
We're at damp.
And then you
I wear
air
'em.
squats.
I air squat my ass off. I'm constantly pulling.
Yeah.
I'm sticking my fists in the waist.
Oh, yeah,
And I'm
like
like
stretching 'em
walking
out.
around. They're like, my girl said, oh, pose number 28. How do you stretch the jeans? And I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? Apparently I stepped into some like middle school like joke meme. They were like taking pictures, Snapchatting, going, Dad hit pose number 28. And I'm like, I don't even know what this means. But they both looked at each other and said, 28. I was like, what?
What is that?
I don't know.
What's the deal with Snapchat? Because one of my kids wants that now, and I've always been anti because I heard it was like you can like delete all your shit and like
Yeah, that's the move.
where-
That's what makes it great.
That's what makes
But
it.
every kid seems to have it.
They do.
Yeah, that's how they communicate.
It is, and they
They do
communicate
groups.
via pictures.
Yes.
And very few. I mean, there's some text with the picture, but generally it's like a weird. They do a weird face,
Yeah, like I take a
Right.
picture.
and they'll take pictures of you of like their parents.
Oh, dude, I get busted all the time. I'll look up and I'll see the girls that the phone is not like it's looking at me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you motherfucker.
Right.
And they can get like little videos of me and
Oh,
stuff.
great.
Like I have like come in the room doing some like stupid one act play.
Yeah.
Because I'm just way too animated. And I'm like, dar, 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 dar. Today, I don't remember. I was doing one in the car. It was my daughter was saying she had split ends. And I was like, well, I have perfect hair. I was like, my hair is perfect. I don't have split ends. And I was like, are you not singing to your hair every night? It's what helps it grow. And my other daughter picked up on what I was doing.
Yeah.
And so she's over there and I was like, no. Every night I take a moment and I stop and I say, hey, hair, this one's for you. And then I start singing a song to it because it makes sure that you don't get split ends. And I was like, if you're not doing that, that's why your hair's
why-
splitting.
that's- yeah, that's what's
It's like
happening.
this. And she's over there just doing it. I turn around and I look and I was like, shit. I was like, you just snapped me. But she knows when I go into my doofus tirade, she's
Yeah.
like, I'm going to record that nonsense. And then she sends it to her friends.
So y'all don't worry about all the. I mean, your kids are adults, so you don't have to worry
No,
about it. Right? But
there's all that. Well, no. So my older daughter has it because
Yeah.
she's proven to be very mature and like gets
well,
it.
that's what I'm thinking with my
Younger daughter
older
is
son. Yeah.
not ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't because you haven't proven it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't tie your fucking shoes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you got to
I
be
mean-
careful with that.
Right. I mean, here's the thing.
Because they'll get left out in the social settings.
I know, but my youngest daughter cannot handle the rejection and the ridicule. There's going to be,
She's
yeah.
12.
yeah.
Yeah, she's
There's going to be
12.
good and bad that come out
For
of it.
sure.
But
Yeah.
Snapchat is their preferred method of communication in group chats.
Yeah.
And like all that.
So my bonus daughter, soon to be bonus daughter, is 12 as well. She does not have Snap, but is begging for it. And we're like, no.
Yeah, because
just
that's
like-
how they communicate.
Yeah, I mean,
But I think 14.
yeah, I mean, he's getting ready to go to high school, so it's kind of like,
yeah.
and he's a trustworthy kid. So I'm like, all right, I can't fight this.
Your oldest son is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just my take.
I mean, it's going to sound terrible, but kids are going to do things that they
For sure.
probably
For
shouldn't,
sure.
and
For
they're
sure.
going to have to learn on their own. And
Yep.
we can try to protect them from that
I
bullshit.
just don't want him like,
Listen. I
Not
know,
that I think my
I know
kids
your
would.
boys. I know your boys. They're going to be okay.
but like some of these kids, like you could go to jail. Like, well, the shit we would get in trouble for, you get smacked on the hand, you get a spanking. Like you might go to jail. You send some inappropriate shit.
So originally Snap like deletes over time. So like,
does
they're
delete.
not going to see it. But
But you can
It's
screenshot
re-
it. You can,
exactly.
I mean,
So, like,
But
You
if you
can't-
screenshot it, the person that sent it to you knows that you
Yeah.
screenshotted it.
you can also take
Doesn't
a
matter.
picture with
Yeah.
another phone.
don't be an asshole.
there's ways around all this stuff.
Yeah, don't be stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're-
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, they're going to show somebody their junk one day.
100%.
Dude, wait till you guys see what's coming at the end of this episode. I took a pic today that I'm going to send you guys. It's never. I found this new like I can like zoom in and out. I look like I had the biggest hog ever. I can't wait to send it to
Nice.
you guys.
Oh,
You guys are
awesome.
gonna be so
It's gonna
excited.
be better than a Nutscape.
No, dude. You know, I was literally just thinking about Nutscapes today because if any of the listeners out there don't know what a
Summertime.
Nutscape is, it's when you
an art form.
It is difficult. You have to bend over and you take a picture of a beautiful scenery shot. Like you get one of these landscape shots that is just perfect.
Like sunset, a mountain,
Something
a
that's
beautiful
just
tree.
beautiful. And you just drop your nuts down and you take the camera and you put it so just at the very top of the photo you get to see the two humps in the hairs creeping in of your nutsack, but not enough that it jumps out at you immediately.
No, yeah, it looks like a shadow or like just
Yeah.
something.
Are those clouds? What
Yeah.
What are those? Yeah.
And you get that beautiful picture and people go, wow, that's really nice. And you're like, it is.
It is.
It is. And then someone in the group chat will be like, you're an asshole. And then everyone will know. But I love a good nutscape shot. And I was thinking about the fact that I'm going to Ireland.
Oh,
So-
beautiful.
I was literally just every once in a while, I'll be in the shower and I'll be like, these nuts are getting hairy. And like I was trimming my nuts up and I thought to myself, should you be trimming your nuts right now? You'll be in Ireland in 3 weeks and the nutscapes should have hair. You know what I mean? So that was the last trim my wife's going to get. That was it. Because the nutscapes are coming and they're going to come from the Emerald Hills.
Beautiful
The
green.
the wispy hairs will look like
Oh, it's going to look
like
great.
something.
But it is the most difficult shot to get.
well, now I'm excited for your trip.
Because you're bent over and you're trying to get it
Gotta
through
get the wife to
legs.
help.
If I could get the wife to help, this would be so much easier. But I don't even think she wants to put her face that close to my junk to get the picture. So I find nutscapes are a solo art.
I don't think it's the best angle either.
It's always difficult. It's
Like,
always difficult.
You wouldn't want your wife to necessarily see you in that angle.
Oh, 100% I want my wife. No.
Like bent over.
okay.
Like,
She is fully aware. I have sent her nutscapes of like different things. I absolutely, it's one of my favorite, but it is the most difficult picture to get.
it's like the Jerry Seinfeld episode where it's all about like not everything naked is good. Like squatting.
Not good.
Yeah.
Good.
Not good. Oh, speaking of squatting, these are the pants.
Yeah.
Back to the pants.
The pants are fucking killing me because I did everything right. I did
But
everything
it's
right.
new. It's still you
The
gotta,
denim in these is built for minors.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
It's so thick
Oh yeah,
and
it's made
strong.
to climb over rocks.
So even when it was wet, we're watching Lord of the Rings last night, and I'm doing air squats, and I'm stretching, I'm pulling my
That's
legs up, and I managed to get the waist.
Is the waist okay?
The waist is literally perfect. I can
right.
get a fist in there clean, but it holds up on the hips. I'm like, nailed the waist. What I didn't think about was that the cut of the jeans themselves
The
and
inner
the
thigh.
thighs, I can't fix it.
yeah.
You can't fix that. And no matter how much I stretch, like every time I'm getting out of the car, like my wife was like, hey, don't forget the leftovers in the car. And like I went to get them, I was like, ugh. She even got to the point, I've had them for 24 hours. And she goes, all right, we need to stop talking about how
Are you
uncomfortable
going
your pants
commando? Are you commando?
No, but I'm in Tommy John's. They're tight.
Yeah.
It's horrible. In fact, I wore them all day yesterday, wet.
Warm yesterday, wet, and
sounds-
then today
that's-
they're dry. Today you warm
That
dry.
sounds miserable.
Today they're dry, continuing the stretch process. Because the wet really does help loosen the foot. But look at that, I can barely.
It might be the cut. You
No,
might
it's
have to
the
go to
cut.
5. You might have to go to 501 instead of a 505.
It's the 517 where you start to really open up.
okay.
I need that athletic cut. Got them big thighs. It's not
All for show.
built, but that's the thing though, right? Like I get the bulge in the right place.
That is true.
I don't know. I got to figure it out. So I'm all my techniques have gone. The waist is perfect, but the Levi's denim is so thick.
I think you just need some patience.
Just keep wearing them.
Just keep wearing them
Yep.
All right.
until they get just a teeny bit of an odor. That's when they're going to be perfect.
Yeah. Well, today I couldn't take it anymore. I had to put on those champion sweat shorts.
Didn't we
For a
talk
little
about how like you're never supposed to wash them? You're supposed to like put them in the freezer or something.
bit? That kills all the
Yeah.
bacteria. Gets rid of the smell of them.
I'm anti never washing.
I wash, but it's not often.
I
6
wash,
months.
I wash, but I mean something dirty needs to get on them. Like I don't wash them until.
Oh, as soon as they get the dirt look,
Yeah.
it's over. They got to go. They got to go.
But I don't wash like because I wear t-shirts and stuff. Like I don't wash polos. I don't wash anything unless I get gross in it.
But like a supple jean,
Yeah,
you can wash.
You can wash.
And then you can literally
I
just
never dry any of them.
No. You never do. But you
Yeah.
can stretch them just with your hands.
Yeah.
Like all the way through
Stretch
it.
all
Like
the wrinkles out.
everything
Yeah.
out. Stretch the wrinkles out, lay them flat. And it'll retain the
Yeah.
waist will have to stretch back out. But if it's a supple jean, I'm just not used to these like workman jeans.
Yeah,
My
These are
grandmother
tough.
said the sun may stretch it too. You might want to just lay it out on a clothesline. She said the sun will kill and stretch any kind of fabric.
makes sense. Heat.
Really?
Yeah, the sun. Just put it in the sun. Opens it up, makes it. Yeah.
Okay.
Grandmas, they know shit,
No, they know a ton of shit, dude. They know their husbands were fucking at their bachelor party.
and they still signed up.
They still did.
Damn
yeah.
right. They had their Tupperware party and they stayed the fuck home. Grandmas were the best. When our wives are grandmas, they're going to be like, you should have seen my bachelor party. So many penises. Very different world. As we slowly go the other way and have golf trips.
Golf trips.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I don't need a stripper.
No. No, strippers gross.
Yeah.
I'm down for a cool experience, but I would not want to pay that kind of money for a golf trip. Goo.
Not unless it was a golf trip.
Yeah,
Like, if I'm going to go on a golf trip and we're going to spend
Then
that
we're
kind of
gonna
money,
spend that, yeah.
it actually makes a ton of sense.
yeah.
You taking a bachelor party? And golf trip? This is why your first marriage didn't work, dude.
Of course.
No, that wasn't his.
I thought
wasn't
that
your
was your
bachelor
first-
party.
No, it wasn't that was the last one I went to.
That was the last one he went
year
to.
and a half ago.
How's that marriage doing?
Great.
Well, it's been a year and a half.
They're pretty solid. Yeah, they're
Second
good.
marriage.
Both of them second marriage.
That makes a difference.
Huge.
You've seen it. You've seen some things.
Yeah. I think, round 2 for most marriages, are okay for a while. Everything ends in a divorce. Somebody,
No, doesn't.
I mean, sometimes.
Sometimes death is the divorce.
Death
How you
is
get
the-
it?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of marriages fail. A lot of
Look at Troy. Troy had more comments in his eyes than in his
Sure
mouth
did.
right there.
I just
That
was thinking, was it Red that said everything? No. From Cocktails. Everything
from Cocktail or
from the movie Cocktail. Everything that ends badly. Otherwise, it wouldn't end.
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all. That's what I was thinking of. That guy. What was his name?
McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His one of his.
definitely
Brian.
Yeah.
No, that was.
Red is Shawshank. Is
Yeah,
what
no,
I was
I'm
thinking.
thinking of. I'm thinking of Cocktail. What was Tom Cruise's name? It was the other guy, his mentor,
The one who had
who killed.
slept with
himself.
his, and then he slept
Yeah.
with his, Tom Cruise's girlfriend.
He's a good
Gina
dude.
Gershon.
Yeah, kind of a dick.
He was a dick.
That was a great movie, though.
It was super good.
I think I need to watch Cocktail again.
Doug Coughlin.
Coughlin's.
Brian
Coughlin-
Flanagan was
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
And he had his rules.
Yeah.
I need to watch that again because it's been like you guys are quoting it, and I'm like, I don't remember any of this. I know I've seen it.
I have a pin on my apron, my bartending apron. It's Cocktail and Dreams from
Yeah, that's
Dude,
what
I
they were
don't
going to
know.
open up.
I like that.
a little flair.
You gotta have flair.
Gotta have flair.
At least 13 pieces of flair.
Not 13. I have 3. I have 3 pieces of flair.
Not enough flair.
Well, I'm new at this.
That's why you're not selling extreme fajitas or shrimp poppers.
That's right.
Real.
Random Office Space reference.
Oh my God.
Another classic.
I need to watch that. It's been a while since that one.
I think you do. Oh man, I'm looking at down this list, man. Look like we hit some of this shit. I don't know what the hell that is. Hey, shout out to your boy Alex for sending something in. There's a
Yeah.
listener.
He's a history buff, so he corrected us on something.
Yeah.
What did he say?
That they
write
they
down-
made wells.
They dug wells.
Dug wells.
Of course they dug wells.
You know, you think about it. Of course they dug wells.
Of course they dug wells. But there was always the fear.
Well, and I mean, I'm not. I think. I don't think we didn't say they'd never drank water, but there were to your point, there was the fear of like, oh shit, we better
People get sick
treat
from
this
water.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to say, my bad, Alex.
I saw something the
Right.
other day, a reel or something on Facebook where like somebody was drinking glacier water, and it was like the clearest, most pretty water, and people were like, "You're gonna die if you drink that." Now, I would drink that shit, but I used to drink out of a creek, dude. Like I would drink anything.
Gross. Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I did too, but right now it seems kind of gross.
You mess around in the woods playing all day, and
Yeah.
you weren't carrying water around with you. You come across a.
Do you know how
clean
gross
creek.
a garden hose is?
Yeah.
And we used to drink out of a garden hose?
Dude, I literally bought a garden hose that specifically is made where they're like,
You can drink
this
out of
will
it?
not contaminate. Like, this is drinking water safe garden hose.
No way.
Yeah, I did because I love drinking out of a garden hose. I'm a fucking man. And men oftentimes get tired in the yard and want to drink out of a garden hose.
Well, that's like for my camper, the water supply is a garden hose, and it's a special garden hose that, to Brennan's point, won't can get gross or whatever.
I upgraded
But
my
can you
garden
imagine?
hose.
I mean, like when we were little kids, we would
I drank out of every garden hose.
you'd turn it on.
There'd be dirt in the end of it.
You'd start sipping on it,
Yeah,
and it'd fucking
you'd crunch.
scald your lips because it was so
Oh yeah,
hot.
Yeah.
it's so hot.
Yeah. And you literally had to chew your water.
Yeah.
So all the shit in it. No, that's fine. That was life. And I never got sick.
I still don't get sick, and I think a lot of that's from what I did as a child.
I retired a Sun tea a couple years ago. You remember Sun tea?
Sun teas, I think, taste the best.
It's the best tea in the world. You got
My
a
mom used
jug.
to make it. Yeah.
Yeah, you use Sun tea. And then I started reading that like bacteria grows in Sun tea.
Fuck
and
those guys.
people
They
get
don't know
sick.
what they're talking about.
It freaked me out so bad I threw out my Sun tea. I feel like I need a new Sun tea.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Sun tea is the truth. You put that shit in the yard.
Yep.
You wait a day.
Just wait a day.
And go,
Yep.
boom,
There it is.
tea.
Yep.
And now all weekend we're drinking sweet, sweet tea.
Yep.
Not sweet
Delicious.
tea, but fantastic, fantastic tea.
Right.
Oh, you can make it sweet.
I like my Sun tea to be straight. And then I like to throw in a bunch of
That's
organic
the only thing
material.
you like that way.
It's the only thing I like straight.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact.
Wait, you don't sweeten your tea?
I do not sweeten my tea. I will put mint in it.
Okay.
I will put a lot of organic materials that can then grow fungus in the sun. I will throw that in there. That's probably why I freaked out for learning more about it. But that way, I like sun tea.
Yeah.
I think sun tea. My grandma made sun tea all the time.
Dude, everyone in the South make sun tea. Like, shit would,
It's the
if that
way to
shit
make
killed
tea.
people, the South would have died off.
Yeah, we would have.
They did.
Genocide.
They lost everything. The South sucked.
Not from the sun tea.
I think that's what it was.
Oh, you think that's what did the Confederates in?
Yeah, I think they had bellies full of sun
Checks
tea,
out.
and they went into battle, and they were like, "We can't hang," and the North was like, "Ha ha ha, we brew tea."
Totally would have survived that gunshot had it not been for the sun tea.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't realize it got that out of hand.
Yeah, it's out of hand.
Excellent. Western Conference Finals are done.
Yeah, I don't know, man. These things swing a lot these days.
In 2 minutes, you think we're going to score?
Well,
like
they
a
got
nerd?
another. They got another quarter, but
Oh
still.
shit! No, this isn't over. Boy, ew. Getting a little ahead of myself.
Yeah.
I'm used to these episodes ending where there's only a couple minutes left in the game. Did we start early tonight?
I don't think so.
Did I start late?
Is the game late?
It must be.
must be.
Oh, it's Western.
Central
yes, it's
time.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely late.
Gross.
Well, let's watch the end of the game.
Yeah, we could still talk for another hour and we could watch
Yeah.
the end of the game. Ludicrous. All right, so shout out to Alex. I didn't want to
Yes.
leave him out.
I think we should remind the listeners what we talked about last week for Alex. So last week we had the pirate. Pirates don't drink anything other than would you say cider.
Oh no, I was talking about really the colonialists. It's not so much.
Yeah.
They. I've heard that like Ben Franklin always would drink morning hard cider because
Right.
he was concerned about contamination in the water, and that was the
Yeah.
whole reason that I brought that up. But Alex, being a historian, said the first thing they did, dumbass, was dug a well.
Yeah.
Which is a fair statement.
And he's totally right.
Totally makes sense. But I have the microphone.
Alex has been listening for a long time. He should know how it works.
Yeah, I have the authority. I have the microphone here. And they were drunkards who never drank water. No, Alex is right. I will give him that. I appreciate any feedback.
No, but
from-
I think people were scared of water back then.
Of course, because
They
people
should have been.
did get
They
sick.
should have been.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it was just like, give me the cider. I'm not
You're
getting
living on
drunk.
a farm and like you got a river and the cows are in there shitting and you're bathing in it and then doing your laundry and then drinking it. Like,
Yeah, it gets it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not wrong. I'm sure there was always a well-respected
Yeah.
source where you could get it.
Then they made the funny water and they're like, this is healthier. Like, no, you just want to get twisted.
But you see, I think that's also kind of part of the equation, right? After a
Yeah.
while, you go, no, it's fine. I'm doing it for safety. I'm not a drunk.
This
Right.
fermented water is way safer for us.
Way
guys.
safer. I've burned it all out with the
Have you
process
had any
of
today?
fermentation.
Let's go down to the pub and have some so we can be safe.
So we can be safe.
Yes.
Look at us. Honey, I'm going to go be safe. I'm going to go be safe. No, I think that's fair. But I think Alex made a good point. So I did
Yeah,
want to bring it up.
absolutely.
So what did we get this week? This has been a good week for us. We've had listeners shit on us,
Yes.
which I absolutely respect.
And-
I
yeah.
like that because
Every once in a while, it's needed.
it is because when you're talking to these mics, everyone in the room goes, "Oh, that sounds good," because we're hearing it in
Yeah.
headphones. It sounds plausible. So thank you, Alex, for jumping that in. Dave, thank you for sending us $20
Yes.
on the Venmo.
Yeah.
Certainly appreciate that. And Ray,
brought the
thank you
deli.
for buying a deli this week. If this week we
That's
were
like
running
the trifecta.
we were running the
Try.
numbers. If every week somebody sent us $20 and there was a deli provided, we'd be like $10,000 up. and Alex gave us something to talk about.
Yeah.
So like we'd be doing great.
Yeah.
The podcast would be better. We'd have money.
Yeah.
We'd all be wearing sweet
Champion shorts.
boom. There we
Yeah.
go.
Right.
And we wouldn't be buying all these beers. So this has been a perfect week.
So send us something.
Let's see if we can run it back.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was a good week. And if this had duplicated itself every single time,
We got we got some other topics we didn't even get to that are pretty good.
I see a ton of time. Oh, my favorite one right now, because I don't even want to talk about my shitty ass truck. Down to fuck cop. Like, oh, that's hilarious. Did you see the dude with the suspended license call into his Zoom call? in
Yes,
court?
the judge.
That's probably my favorite one of the
The
week,
down
though.
the fuck. I didn't know that was on their topic, but that was a funny story where they get locked in the back of the car.
Let's save it.
We got to save that.
We can save
Yeah.
it, but I do the suspended license guy
I
because
didn't hear- I didn't see
that'll
this.
go away. That'll go away very quickly. We can talk about that. This motherfucker. Some people shouldn't have licenses. And
Period.
Let's start with the real basics. This guy has a suspended license,
Yes.
and he has to call in. He has to be in court, but he can't make it to court due to complications.
Yeah.
So he's going to Zoom into court.
Yeah.
And he zooms in on his suspended license charge because he doesn't have a license and he's accused of driving without a license.
And he's driving. He's actually moving.
He's literally zooming and
He's driving.
and he says in the most
What?
casual tone, like he's like, hey man, I'm trying to be respectful. Like, he's got his whole attitude. He doesn't say those words, but he's trying to be very respectful. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to the doctor's office. I'll be in my spot in just a moment. If you could just hold on just a minute. And so like they're waiting and you see the judge just put his head down like, you gotta be shitting me.
And this is a no nonsense judge. I mean, like he was like, what the?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
And this dude goes,
Couldn't he just left his camera off? Or I guess his camera had
Well,
to be on.
didn't have the intelligence to do that. And he's trying to be like so respectful. He's staring at the camera. He's like, just want to make sure that I'm parked. Got to get to this doctor's appointment. He's like, just a moment. And the judge is like, oh, okay. So you got to just park. We get you to a safe place. And you can hear like the prosecutor and everybody talking about it.
Whoa.
They're like, so the prosecutor's like, so he's driving right now? The defendant's like, I don't know what's going on. And like the dude pulls in. The judge is like, have you made it to a safe place where we can talk yet? And he's like, I'm just pulling in right now, and yes, all right, I am now parked. He's like, all right. And judge is like, so we're talking to you today about you driving on a suspended license. The guy's like, yep. And then you see it like hit his face. He's like, oh, fuck.
So he just totally was like out of it.
No, he's a fucking moron.
He's an idiot.
I think
Wow.
at this moment, you no longer have a license. You make bad decisions all day. You're not thinking
Yeah.
3 seconds into the future.
Should be done.
At any moment in your life.
Yeah.
You
No
shouldn't
planning
be,
going into
you should be forced to wear condoms. You should not be able to fucking drive. Like everything should be revoked. I'm blown away at this guy.
That's amazing.
Blown away. How do you go onto a Zoom call while driving to say that you don't drive on a suspended license
Well,
when you have a suspended license and you're
It's
driving?
two on the nose. It sounds made
Two
up.
on the. It's not. It's beautiful.
Because there's video.
It's beautiful.
It's as if, someone is like too entitled. Like he was like, whatever. What are they going to do to me? It's just driving on a suspended license.
What do I care? I drive anyway.
I drive anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to, like, they
Always
took it away.
have.
I'm just going to keep driving.
It is funny that we have something like a license to give you the right to operate a motor vehicle. But,
And we treat it like it's not a big deal.
well, no, it's what's funny is to me is that ID means nothing unless you're stopped. Like, it doesn't prevent you from driving whether or not you physically have
Yeah.
one or not. Like,
No, you have a car.
You have a car.
You can drive.
Yeah.
I have a car.
yeah, it's basically an honor system. Like,
Until
here's
you
your-
get pulled.
yeah, exactly.
It is. Everyone on the road's on the honor system, except for the 1%, less than that,
Yeah.
the
Well, it's
0.001 that get
it's like
pulled over.
insurance. You're supposed to have insurance, but and there's no physical way to stop you from operating your car if you don't have car insurance.
Nope.
Good God. Car insurance. Don't even get me started.
You don't like car insurance?
We have so many drivers at our house.
Yeah.
Love car insurance. When I need it. When you need it, it's great.
Yeah. If you had 3 drivers under the age of 24.
Oh, I guess that's coming for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually have 4 drivers under the age of 24.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
brutal.
you're on your way.
Yeah,
You and I both are going to be. And then if you start buying your kids classic cars,
Yeah, if
not
your
gonna
kid,
help.
whatever car you give them, doesn't matter if it's classic. It can be a beater.
Yeah, but
We pay like $850 a month.
you want to
just
be
for car.
safe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not.
And everybody's got great driving records.
And you're paying that much a month?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we have Schuler. Well, it'll go down because we made our oldest get his own insurance. Now he's graduated, so it'll go down about $120. So it'll be like 700 and something.
Dude, I didn't realize it was that ludicrous.
We have 2 girls. We have a
that right there, boom, double the insurance.
Both of them are 21, and then we have Tanner, who's 17, and then my fiance and I.
Which I would charge more for y'all.
Of course, we're terrible drivers.
You guys are crazy. I didn't think about how bad it would get. I guess I look at insurance through the lens of like, I just pay it, and every once in a while,
once you add, actually, Troy's gonna have it worse because boys
get charged more.
Boys get charged more.
Sexist. I'm suing.
It's just numbers. It's not even that.
You got to put them on the Jeep too.
No, it's sexist.
It's funny. Insurance is allowed to be sexist.
They can be. Absolutely.
Insurance can be all
Yeah.
the things.
Yep.
Oh, you
They're
get
like,
to
no, we ran the numbers. We're not
They
trying to
can
be
be
a
Charge them more
ageist
because of
and sexist.
ageist and sexist.
That's the one place comedians, when they retire,
My
should go
boys
into the insurance
identify as
business.
50-year-old men that have been driving for 30 years.
Well, we're the best. We're the best drivers.
Who, men?
Yeah.
Come on, everybody knows that. The sun is hot. The sky is blue. Water's wet.
I was thinking, I was thinking about the other day. My wife always is like, stop, or do this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you've almost been in a million accidents because of it.
But I'm like, I want to turn to her and be like, thank God you're here. You don't
Yeah.
understand. I was slamming into everything before you came.
Exactly.
Like, I was just crashing into shit.
Yep.
I put 30,000 miles a year on my car, and I ride with my fiance, and she acts like that I'm like a beginner.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing?
What's
Slow down.
happening?
God, you're blowing it up. No, it's crazy.
I'm like,
And that's very helpful when people react
course.
like that.
We got a buddy. Do you believe that some motherfuckers are just jinxed when it comes to driving?
yes.
Yeah.
We have a buddy,
Oh, yeah. I already know who you're talking about.
and this dude is on like his.
I think some of it's his fault.
But he's on like his 5th or 6th, like totaled truck in like 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, how is that? Come on.
And the crazy thing is that none of them he's been ruled at fault. Not a one.
Even the one
really?
where he slammed into the back of somebody?
No, everyone has been deemed not his fault. It doesn't make any sense to me. And he's like, oh, I just have bad luck.
I don't believe all that.
I don't either. Like you have to be.
If you slam in the back of somebody, that's your fault. 100%.
I don't know if he slammed. I didn't know he slammed into the back of somebody, so I can't. But the last 3 totals,
I know
have been,
one of them was like a cinder block fell off
Yeah.
a truck and hit him.
No, it's just
square in
weird
the
shit
grill.
like that.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, a cinder block fell off a truck, bounced on the highway, crushed into the grill, and managed to just destroy the engine. It's like, what the fuck? He's been rear-ended twice in the last 6 months to the point that he's been totaled. And I'm like, are you stopping short?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? But
How is he attracted? I mean, like,
Yeah.
has he always had bad luck with shit?
so I was actually laughing with him about this. I was like, dude, your trucks keep getting fucking totaled. And he was like, yeah, it's funny. And he was telling stories about when he was like 17, his first accident where he didn't, the insurance people called him up and they're like, is your neck hurt? And he's like, no. And then like everyone else in the car got like 10 grand.
Right.
And he was like, fuck. All right. So now he's like, I
Yeah.
learned then. And so now he like milks the system. He's like, yeah, my back, my neck, it's all
My neck and
fucked
my
up.
back.
So now he's like milking it, but I'm just like, this dude has just shit luck. But then again, like, you got to be stopping short, right?
Something's has
Yeah,
to be.
something.
Yeah.
There's something about the way you drive.
It always goes back to the common denominator.
But that's what I'm saying. He's talking to me. He's incredulous to the belief that it could have been him. And anyway,
Yeah. Well, you're not going to get somebody to admit they're a bad driver.
no. I guess that's true. That is like the hardest thing to
Yeah.
get someone to
Yeah.
admit.
Everybody thinks they're really good behind the wheel.
Everybody knows they're the best.
Absolutely.
Troy, your phone talking to us over there?
I leaned against the fridge, I guess, and it turned Siri on or something.
Started hollering at
Yeah.
you? Well, on that note, then I'm going to shut it down.
Let's shut it down. We've already gone over anyway.
If your phone's going to start talking, shut it down. That's what
Shut her
Sarah said.
down. I want to watch in this hockey game.
Oh, yeah. We got
Yeah.
2 good games going on.
Yeah.
Well, one.
Whatever it takes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. It's been a good week. We had listeners reach out. We had listeners send money. We had third mics bring beers.
Yeah.
This has been the perfect week. Got a little serious in the front end, but it was the perfect week for the podcast. If you want to be part of those perfect weeks going forward, you can always send money to our Venmo.
Yes. At Inside the Pallet House at Venmo. And then we will talk so great about you.
Oh, you become my favorite person?
Yeah.
Chocolate chip.
Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's on
You
it.
just fucking throwing darts. Respect. If you want to just send us a topic, that's actually a good way to get a shout out on the air too. You can do that very easily at InsideThePalletHouse@gmail.com. If you want to get a good parrot, did that just
He
stick
just,
out?
weird
he
looking.
just lost his edge and fell
Crazy.
over.
If you guys want to get a good pair of sunglasses, you can do that pretty easily too. Just head over to nectarsunglasses.com and drop ITPH in the coupon code. Get 20% off of a damn good pair of sunglasses already. They're already reasonably priced too.
Hell yeah.
Not bad. Not
Nope,
bad.
not bad
If you
at
need a
all.
mortgage and you live in Georgia or Virginia, I recognize I just eliminated 48% of the states. 48 of the states, I should say. Then head over to screendoormortgage.com and our boy Jimmy will take care of you. He'll take what is already a difficult experience and make it a lot easier on you. That is for sure. I don't think I have anything else to say on this end.
Think you've covered all your bases.
Well, then, boom. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
Dude, that stick just snapped when he went for it.
Yeah.
It went snap. Ray, you gonna give us any last words?
I got nothing. I mean, I'll be back.
I got
Fair enough.